Hey guys! Welcome back to the channel of Good Times with Mel. Today I'm gonna talk about how I got into K-pop. By the way, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Now let's get to the topic. Let's back up to, I think I was like a sophomore in high school, like a freshman or a sophomore in high school, when one of my friends was like, hey, this is K-pop, this is the band Big Bang, they're great, like you should listen to them. And I was really ignorant at the time, and I was like, why am I gonna listen to like a music genre that I don't understand? I don't understand Korean, so why am I gonna listen to it? Like, what's the point? I need to understand the song in order to fully enjoy it, right? So I was like, that's stupid. Why am I gonna do that? So I kind of like brushed it off. They gave me like Girls' Generation, and I like one song. I think it's like I Got a Boy. That's a title, right? I think I think they have a song that's named I Got a Boy. So that's the only one where I was like, okay, that's catchy or whatever, I like that, but I'm not gonna listen to K-pop because I can't understand it, you know. And then in like senior year, there was this girl that was studying Korean, and she would write Korean on the board sometimes, and then she would have a few of my friends try the Korean snacks and like video them, you know, like she's like videotape them trying the snacks. So I got confronted with Korean culture and that again, and I started thinking, I was like, this is the second time I've seen something about Korea, or I've encountered someone who likes that culture. Cause before that, the only Asian culture that I paid attention to was Japan. Like, it was like Japanese, all that stuff, because I grew up watching anime, so that's really the only one that I guess existed to me. Like, I was aware of like China and their culture, but like Korea, nobody really talked about them. It was just, they're like kind of there. Like, nobody really talked about South Korea, so it was just kind of like I don't really see why I have to pay attention to that. And it's like, oh, that's dumb. But at the same time, I don't think someone could like anime but hate K-pop, because it's like, it's literally the same thing except one is music. So it was like, I was being a little bit hypocritical, because it's like, I'm not gonna watch it or listen to it if I can't understand it. Meanwhile, I'm watching anime with the subtitles at the bottom, like, like, it was a bit hypocritical, because you literally do the same thing with K-pop. You watch the music video and you have the subtitles at the end. It's just, the only difference is it's music. So I was a bit hypocritical with that. That didn't make any sense. But again, I was like, yeah, nah. And then I graduated high school. I went to community college, and like, when I started working there, I encountered two people that liked K-pop, and the girl I was talking to was like, hey, by the way, do you like K-pop? And I was like, one of my friends tried to introduce it to me like a few years ago, and I didn't want to listen to it because I can't understand it, so why am I gonna listen to it? And she was like, you should try it out. She said, and she was asking me like, what type of music do you like? And I don't remember what I told her, but then I think it was the group 17 that she showed me. it was the group 17 that she showed me, and I think it was Pretty You. And it was Vernon. When I saw Vernon, I made her stop the video. I was like, hold on, who is that? And she was like, that's Vernon, and we're the same age. And I was like, oh my like a month older than me because I think his birthday's in February. Yeah, his birthday's in February, I think. But yeah, I made her stop. I was like, oh my gosh, who is that? And I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, that's Vernon. And then, like, I watched meme videos of the group, and I was like, oh my gosh, she pretends to be a bubble like this. And I was just like, oh, I found my bias. Vernon's my bias. It's done now. But yeah, it was like that group. That's actually the group that sucked me into K-pop. That was the group that got me into K-pop. And then they showed me, like, the veteran groups. Like, again, I was showing Big Bang and Ghost Generation. But the thing is, the person who tried to introduce me to Big Bang a few years ago, I only knew Top. Because that is the only person she would talk about because that was her bias. She would be like, oh yeah, these are the members. Top. Like, that's the only person who I recognized. And the girl that was introducing me to K-pop, she was like, why do you only recognize Top if you were introduced to the group a few years ago? And I said, I'm sure my friend mentioned these people, but she only talked about Top most of the time. So that's why he's the only one I remember. So she just found that a little weird. She's like, how do you recognize him but not the rest of the members? And I was like, that's the only one she talked about. So, and I was thrown off. I was definitely thrown off by the style they had in the earlier days. I was like, what in the world is that? Like, what? I think it was Fantastic Baby, GD. I was like, that's the leader? I actually, sorry, I didn't like the way he sounded at first. I hated the way he sounded. I was like, why does his voice sound so nasally? I was like, I've never heard someone use that style before, so I was like, I don't like it. It took me a while to get used to it and just get used to how K-pop is, because I always ask, like, why are they in a shopping cart? That's, like, the first thing, like, BAP. I don't remember, what song it was, actually. But it was like, they were in a shopping cart and they were doing the weirdest crap. And I was like, why are they doing that? And the girl that was introducing me to it, she's like, because K-pop, that's just how it is. And I was like, okay. But yeah, back to GD. I was thrown off by him. And I just thought he was weird. I was just like, what is this? What is this? Like, that's what Fantastic Baby was, when he had that long hair and was in that throne. But after a while, I got used to how things were, and I was like, it's not that bad. And I was like, I can deal with this, because I was getting a bit bored with American music, and I was trying to look for different alternatives, and I got sucked into K-pop. Because after she introduced me to those groups, she was like, yeah, this is BTS. And they tried to introduce me to GOT7. I actually didn't like GOT7 at first. And I just did not like GOT7 at all. And then she showed me, like, a meme video of them, and I was like, oh, there's my bias. Bam Bam. And then this year I biased Mark as well. But I didn't like them that much at first because they weren't really my style of music. So, but they warmed up to me. Like I was just like, they're nice. I like them. So, yeah. But BTS, they're definitely. I don't think there's a song that I don't like that they have. Like, usually, each group I listen to, there's at least a few songs where I'm like, yeah, I don't really like that song. But I like most of their songs. I think I have almost every BTS song on my phone. And then 17 is the other group that I have on my phone. And Day 6, I definitely have all of their songs on my phone. They're like the only 3 K-pop groups that I have all of their songs on my phone. It's like... and like these days I listen to a lot of BTS. I don't know. Like I started off with 17 as my go-to group, and now it's BTS, and I just thought that was hilarious. But yeah, I didn't like K-pop at first. I didn't want to give it a try at first, but then I was like, I guess I could give it a try. Because I was more open-minded when I got into K-pop 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. I think it was in October. I don't really know which day it was. I just know it was in October. But yeah, and I got into K-pop right before the Wings era. I got drop kicked by G-Man. Like right before Blood, Sweat, and Tears came out, I got into K-pop. And then I saw Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and like, you know how like in anime where they just nosebleed? Yeah, like if I was in an anime and I saw that music video, my nose would have just started bleeding because I was like, what? I was not. Because American music videos aren't like that. They're not like that. They're like K-pop videos. They put a lot of time and effort into them, and they come out like that. They come out with so many music videos a year. And American artists, it takes like a year for them to put out one music video or one album, and I'm just like, and these K-pop groups be like coming out with them one after another, and I'm like, what? Like, how are you doing that? And like, they have concepts, and like, I know what like, the Wings era. It was like after a book. I can't remember the book's name, but in Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the music video, like, Namjoon, he like reads a little bit of it in the music video, and it's like, oh, he makes people want to read the books that the music videos in the eras are after, and I just think it's interesting. Like it's like their music videos are so artistic, and I like it. It's kept me hooked for 2 years, and I don't think I'm gonna be getting out of it anytime soon. I listen to it most of the time, every day. I do still listen to American music though. It's just like majority of the time I'm listening to like Korean music. Yeah. Yep. That's how it all started. Yep. Thank you for listening to me ramble, I guess. I just thought I'd share with you how I got into K-pop. Make sure to click that subscribe button, and thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. I love you. Bye.